Oh shit. Alright. Hey look, what's good, Cosmic Family? What's good with it? I ain't know we was recording yet. Alright, so look, y'all. This is the finale of the motherfucking chess game, man. Look. I might get my motherfucking self a round of motherfucking applause. Before we even end this motherfucker, look. I worked hard on this motherfucker, man. I presented y'all a lot of truth. If a motherfucker could sit here and say this is all conspiracy, I will go upside your shit. Real talk. I will go upside your shit. But look though, before we end it off on a divine and positive note, gotta mention the bitch ass motherfucker Zeus, man. The master of deception himself, the father of lies, and our brother, an Anunnaki god. As this title say right here, this silent war ultimately stems from Zeus/Satan himself. He goes by a lot of names too. You feel me? Because that's his way of he's the master of deception, you know what I'm saying? So he hides behind a whole bunch of names, man. He hides behind Satan, Jacob, Yakub, Eliel, Prometheus. What else? It's some more motherfucking names he had under, but those are just a few. The motherfucker basically in every single fucking religion, bro. He the one who, like I said, he the one who made y'all religion. He the one who made all this shit that was unnatural to the planet. You feel me? The word unnatural comes from him. He's the one that made things unnatural. So, in order for me to present y'all with the solution, because this is basically what the video is about. This finale video is about. It's about the solution to this big ass problem that we have. This silent war. Okay? Before I could present the solution to y'all, I must first introduce y'all to Zeus if y'all don't formally know him. You know, who he is in the cosmos, in the astrals. And then I must present to you the what happened to him, or how he was before the fall, or him before the fall, and how we started to fall in frequency, in the whole process of that, and basically the whole story. So I'm gonna just start it off, man. Ain't gonna make this shit too long. In order to fucking find out about Zeus or learn about Zeus, we must first go to the beginning of our creation. We must, okay? And those of you who know, just calm down, nigga. Look, we gonna get to it. We know you know, okay? I'm talking about the motherfuckers that don't know, okay? I'm talking about the gods, goddesses, and high vibrational human beings that don't know, okay? So y'all go in the back of class and just sit down. You know what I'm saying? This is not for y'all. If y'all know, hey, fist bump. You feel what I'm saying? But look, this is how everything started, okay? Because they tell you how everything started in the Bible and the Quran and all this other bullshit ass books that came from yours truly. So let me tell you the truth, okay? So the Big Bang that they be talking about and all this other shit, when God said, let there be light, that was source. That is literally the creation of everything, source. Pure dark matter energy. Okay? So when you hear of these stories and you hear of light came from darkness and all this other shit, that's where it comes from. Because you gotta remember, they don't create shit. So they still gotta give you the truth, but they just flip the shit around. That's all they do. They flip the shit around. Because you imagine it as being like a puzzle, right? And you have a puzzle, a freshly made puzzle. You feel me? That you just, you know what I'm saying? That you just finished. 1,000 pieces. And a motherfucker like Zeus just come and just fucking thrash all your shit around, just throw all the pieces all over the fucking place. It's still the fucking puzzle. Now it's just motherfucking misconstrued everywhere. It's a piece right here, it's a piece over there, it's a piece in the bathroom. You see what I'm saying? That's what he basically did. That's what he had his human beings do. Okay? So, this is what happened. So, there was Source. Out of Source came the divine feminine energy. Okay? Now, Rashad Jamal, aka Divine Insight, likes to refer to this as the Divine Nine. These were the original 9 goddesses who literally created themselves out of pure dark matter energy. Scientists refer to this as parthenogenesis. And they only say reptiles can do it. Which we know that's lies, okay? But see how they present the truth to you and then misconstrue it. They admit parthenogenesis to you, but they'll be like, oh no, humans can't do that. Or no, we can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Only animals can do that. Okay? So after this divine feminine energy created themselves out of pure dark matter energy from Source, right? They then created the divine masculine energy. This is why you have that Trinity. You see what I'm saying? And if you go watch The Matrix 4, or fuck it, if you go watch any of the fucking Matrixes, you feel me? You could literally see that. You have the divine masculine energy, you have the divine feminine energy, and you have Source. That's why her name is Trinity in the motherfucking movie. Okay? So, this divine masculine energy, when the divine feminine energy created it, they created what most of us like to refer to as the original 23 scientists. Because we were the original scientists, okay? Because like I said, they can't create shit. That's why they have scientists down on this realm. Where do you think they got that from? The original motherfucking scientists, okay? So, these original 23 scientists, they were the first masculine energy, divine masculine energy ever created. This is where Zeus comes in. Zeus was a part of those 23 original scientists. He was also favored as the top scientist in that group of them original 23. He was the head scientist, to be more specific. So, of course, he was loved by the divine feminine energy and Source, you know. He was very respected throughout the entire cosmos. It's facts. He wasn't always the bitch-ass motherfucker that he was today. He was once respected by everyone and everything. So, when the divine feminine energy created the divine masculine energy, they told us to be fruitful and multiply. And thus we did. So, this is where you get your entire multiverse from. I'm going to break this down. You have a multiverse. This is where Dragon Ball Super. You ever watch Dragon Ball Super, the anime? This is where they get that shit from. You have your multiverse. Inside your multiverse, you have your universes. Okay? We have 12 universes. 9 universes and 3 alternate universes. Out of those universes out of every universe holds 999 galaxies. Out of every single galaxy that's in that universe holds 999 planets. And out of every single planet that's in that galaxy, that's in that universe, holds 9 realms to each planet. It get deep, okay? This is how we created it. You feel me? This is why 9 represents completion. Because if you notice, 9, after the number 9, they just start reusing numbers. 10 is just a 1 and a 0. 11 just 2 1s. 12 is just a 1 and a 2. You get what I'm saying? 9 is the last original number, which is why we are stemmed from. This is why we come from Sirius X. This is where source was even. This is where source and the divine feminine energy even started everything at, in the 9th universe. This is where we started to build, in the 9th universe. Hence why we are 9 ether beings, because we represent completion. Okay? So they told us to be fruitful and multiply. And so we did that, and we created the entire multiverse. Now, this basically is where Zeus started to step beside or fall in frequency and step outside of himself. This is where this right here, your ego comes in. So we never used to have egos. Because look, if you see in metaphysics, they even admit to you, okay, look, the self, which feels, acts, or thinks, from Latin ego, I. Okay? They put that in there to fool you. Ego is not you. Ego is the false sense of self. Hence why when people say you're egotistical, usually you show characteristics of being a narcissist, or, you know what I'm saying, or being an asshole, or, you know what I'm saying? That's not really you. So Zeus started to create the first ever ego. And he was like, basically, because what we did was, this is how we stayed, so this is how we rose in frequency, and we continued to rise in frequency even when we created Planet Kai and started to build on this planet that you're on right now. When people say positive energy creates elevation, that's not just a saying. That's literally how it works in nature. Like, okay, peep this, right? Every time you walk down the street, just say if you walk down the street and somebody gave you a compliment on what you were wearing, on how you look, you feel good, right? Okay, so imagine if you had if you had a whole entire planet, everywhere you go, it's a motherfucker that's complimenting you. It's a motherfucker that's giving you good energy, giving you positive energy. How would you feel? You'll feel good all day long, right? That's how we were able to rise and rise and rise and rise. Okay? So let's fast forward to when we first got here and we started to be fruitful and multiply here on Planet Kai. At this point, Satan was like, he didn't want to do this shit no more. He didn't want to, let me go back to what I was saying. My bad. So how we rose in frequency is that we had cosmic peace and understanding, meaning that it was straight positivity. There was no negativity. Okay, so how I just explained how it was millions and billions of us literally giving each other praise and good energy, and that's how it was. That's how we were able to be so motherfucking vibrant. That's how we were able to glow like light bulbs. That's how we were able to be so tall in size and be all different types of colors. So, some fucking reason, because as above, so below, and free will is a cosmic law. He took it upon himself to be like, you know what? I don't want to praise myself, and I don't want to praise my brothers and sisters anymore. I want to do something different. I want to do something negative. And that's how the motherfucking shit, that's how as above, that's how so below even fucking began. You feel me? That's how so below even began. He created that. So when we were on Planet Kai and we were rising in frequency, we were also building the planet. Like literally, like we were literally everything that you see today is just a watered down version of what our gods and goddesses were creating when we first got here. Okay? We were building crystal towers. Like this is where all your crystals come from. We had gods and goddesses building different types of crystals and crystal towers. We had different gods and goddesses creating the trees, which they now call mountains. You feel me? We had gods and goddesses creating different kinds of plants and herbs. You know, we had different gods and goddesses creating different types of animals. You see where I'm going with this? We literally created everything, man. Now remember how I said that Zeus was the original, one of the original 23 scientists. So he was very, 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 and he is very, very smart. We cannot take that away from him. That's how we're in the situation that we're in right now. Because for one, he's one of the original fucking scientists. And for two, he knows us so fucking good. Okay? This is how it happened. Him stepping outside of himself caused him to become like a mad scientist, if you will. See, Zeus wanted to create a race of motherfuckers that only worshipped and praised him. Because see, he wants to be, his main goal really is to be source himself. He don't like that he got created by something. He wants to be the creator. You see what I'm saying? So, in short, he really wants to be the divine feminine energy and source himself. This is why you see homosexuality and transgenderism going on now. This is why when you see this is where the Baphomet comes in. That's literally him wanting to be the divine masculine and feminine energy. He wants to be the creator of all things. So, you know, him being this highly, 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 highly intelligent scientist caused him to be like a mad scientist, a mad eugenicist. You know, when the farther and farther he stepped outside of himself. So, like I said, we were creating everything on the planet at the same time. And Zeus was sent down here to do the exact same thing. To, you know what I'm saying, create, be fruitful, and multiply. But he didn't want to do that. So he wanted to create a race, like I said, to only worship and praise him. You know, like how it is in religion now. That's what he wanted this whole time. So this is what he started doing. Every time one of our gods or goddesses will create something, he'll literally swoop in and take that shit. You feel me? Like literally swoop in. Like imagine if you created, like, imagine if you had an invention that you just created, right? And you was like, man, I'm so proud of this invention. It made you feel so good, right? Imagine you went to sleep, woke back up, and you go to see, you know, your invention, and that motherfucker just gone. You like, what the fuck? Where my shit just go? All that motherfucking hard work I done put in on this shit, and now it's just gone. That's literally how we felt. The gods and goddesses who was creating, building on this planet, when he would come in and swoop in and take all of our shit, and then go back to the lab and kill our creations and run tests on them and splice up what the fuck we already did to create his own bullshit. Of course, we didn't know that he was doing this shit because he's the art of this. He created the art of deception. So he's not gonna come up to you and be like, nigga, give me your motherfucking creation. No, he's a bitch. He didn't go. We never went out like that. He never been that type of motherfucker. He always been a bitch. So he'd come in and swoop your shit while you was gone, type shit. You feel me? And that would cause us to lower in frequency because that gave us negative. That made us feel negative. That gave us negative energy. Like it made us feel bad that our creation that we just worked hard on just a fucking appeared out of nowhere, right? And then that also caused dissension between other gods and goddesses. It was like, damn, nigga, did you take my shit? Did you take my shit? And motherfucking shit just didn't disappear. You feel me? So arguments aroused. You feel me? Disagreements aroused. You know? And this is the start of him making us fall in frequency. You feel me? Now at this point, we wasn't following the frequency that fucking far. Like we was still like that. You feel me? But it was taking a little toll on us. You feel me? It's kind of like falling just a little bit. You feel me? Like, oh shit, nigga, that hurt. What am I inventing? You feel me? So eventually, we found out that his bitch ass was the one doing this shit. But since he was one of the original 23 scientists, see, this is how it goes in the cosmos. Okay? Since he was one of the original 23, he was so beloved by the divine feminine energy and source, they really didn't want shit to happen to him. This is facts. They didn't want nothing to happen to him. So we took him to cosmic court. Because that's the procedure. You feel me? Like I said before, they can't create shit. So where you think they got court from in this motherfucking reality, in their matrix? Okay? So we took him to cosmic court. And source and the divine feminine energy, they basically was like, man, look, we sent you down. This is like, imagine source telling this to Zeus, right? They was like, man, nigga, we sent you down to planet Kai to be fruitful, multiply, and create. And you are doing the exact opposite. You feel me? This is literally going against nature. So, but we love you still, though. You feel me? So, we're not going to eradicate you. We're not going to, feel me, seal your soul off somewhere. We just going to banish you to another universe, okay? And you can have free will there. Okay? But the thing was, when they banished him, they didn't completely banish him. See, he still had the free will to come in between universes. He could still come to Planet Kai. You see what I'm saying? But he had to leave. So, him being the motherfucker that he is, he's a motherfucker like, now that we know that he's a motherfucker that just will not stop until he gets what he wants. He don't give a fuck what source say. He don't give a fuck what the divine feminine energy say. He don't give a fuck about what we say. He don't give a fuck about nothing but what he wants, bro. So, with that being said, do you think he paid source and the divine feminine energy any mind when they said when you come to and back and forth, you must leave Planet Kai and you can't stay here? Fuck no, he didn't fucking listen. He didn't give a fuck. So, this is what he did, right? He start getting motherfuckers like, this is where your fallen angels come in. If you read the book of Enoch, this is where your fallen angels come in, okay? He started getting motherfuckers to side with him because he's a fucking deceptionist, okay? So, he started deceiving most of our gods and goddesses that were on this planet at that time. And what he did was, one day he just came on this motherfucker and he didn't want to leave. And he had a whole bunch of his gods and goddesses, which he already done swayed to his side. That was like, no, nigga, he ain't leaving. So, boom, what you think happened? This is where your great war comes in. The fight that they had in heaven, and when you read that, and also in the book of Enoch, this is where he get damn near banished completely. After that great war where we beat the fuck out of his ass, okay? We beat the shit out of him and the fallen angels, you feel me? That was a hard fall battle. We beat the shit out of their ass. Told y'all ass, get the fuck on. This is why when they said, when Satan fell from heaven, he took a third of the angels with him. It was way more than a third, by the way. Because you gotta think, there's only like 144,000 of us on this motherfucker at first. So he took it was probably more like 2/3, okay? So he took way more gods and goddesses. So let me put it like this. It was way more gods and goddesses that was on this planet, okay? That, are you fucking kidding me, bro? They gotta turn that shit off. What the fuck? This little dumbass shit. Hey, look, bro. Hold on, bro. Alright, never mind. They turned that shit. See how they trying to fuck with me? It made me lose my whole train of thought, y'all. But look, though. It was way more gods and goddesses that were on this planet at that time that sided with him than it was us that stood firm and stood 10 toes and was like, nah, nigga, we ain't fucking with y'all. Okay? We still whooped their ass, though. Okay? Because they were falling in frequency. So they weren't stronger than us. You feel me? So after we whooped their whole ass, and as Rashad like to say, we whooped their whole ass, nigga. So look, though. After we beat the fuck out their ass, man, we sent them off. Okay? Now, boom. This is where Zeus and his 6 universe story comes in, okay? Now, he was already working on the human beings, what you want to call white people. He was already working on them when he was here. But when he went to motherfucking, when he went to Nern, that's where his plan formulated of, okay, this is how I'm about to end the Anunnaki. You see what I'm saying? This is how I'm about to fuck their ass up. This is how I'm about to take over Planet Kai. This is where he started formulating that plan while he was creating the human beings, okay? So, long story short, he created the human beings. And they were motherfucking... Okay, so this is what you got to know about the human beings. He created the human beings, but he spliced them from animal DNA. And he took just a fucking drop. Like a fucking drop. Like a fucking little speck. A little fucking speck of our DEA. Not even enough, okay? Didn't even have enough for their ass. He could have put a little bit more in there, you feel me? But this is how fucked up he is. He needed to make sure that they couldn't ever overpower him, so he only put a little bitty speck. You feel me? And after that speck, he spliced them with dog, which comes from wolf, pig, lemur, and snub-nosed monkey. These are the 4 motherfucking animals that they are created from. So if you go look up any of these animals, and then you go look up a actual like full-blooded white person, you can't tell me that they don't look the same, bro. This is why they had to why they had to contradict and tell us that we came from monkeys, so that we wouldn't realize that they came from fucking monkeys. You look at an old white person, bro, he looked like a fucking monkey, bro. I'm just keeping it a buck. He look like a monkey, lemur, a pig, and a motherfucking dog. I'm just keeping it a buck. And when they go outside, what do they smell like? Wet fucking dog. We don't smell like that, nigga. We don't. That's just facts. I ain't being racist. Like, come on, bro. If you're a white person watching this, bro, you know when your ass get wet and your ass go outside, you smell like a dog, bro. You know you do. Come on now. We not finna do this, okay? So look. He genetically spliced them from them 4 animals, plus a little bitty speck of DEA. Okay? Not enough. So, of course, they came out looking fucked up, okay? They came out looking fucked up because they was a fucked up creation. Okay? Not saying that they all actually be this way, because y'all didn't. That's why I still rock with the high vibrational human beings. You know what I'm saying? Give me a fist bump. It's fucked up what he did to y'all. Okay? I would be pissed if he did that to me. If he created me to be that fucked up. I'm just being honest. So they got created and they were like walking on all fours. This is why white people do quadrobics and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like actually having competitions of running like dogs, because that's in their fucking nature. They had tails. They were hairy than a bitch. I'm telling you, caveman like. But instead of them walking on twos as cavemen, they was walking on fucking fours. They were like animals, bro. Okay? So eventually, they rebelled against Zeus because Zeus, like I said, he created them to be a slave race. And being a slave race, all he wanted them to do was just praise him all fucking day. What the fuck? Oh shit. Hey, I gotta call God later. But look though, y'all. So look, damn. So look, okay, so he just wanted them to be a fucking slave race and just praise him all fucking day. Okay? They eventually, even though they were in Neanderthal form, they got tired of that shit. You feel me? Because not only that, they were so like fucking animalistic, they was fucking each other up. They was eating each other and shit. You feel me? And Zeus trying to stop them from eating each other, they fucking rebelled against him. So Zeus was basically like, ah, shit, this creation ain't work. Fuck. This creation ain't work. This creation some bullshit. So this is what he did. He banished them. He banished all the whole human being race, and sent them to a whole nother fucking planet called Egypt. So when they say that Egypt is a country here on the motherfucking planet, where do you think they got that from? Like I keep saying, they don't create shit. They can't. They just can't create nothing, bro. They lack creativity. So, with that being said, they were banished on a planet called Egypt. Okay? But, while they were banished on Egypt, okay? Meanwhile, you had your Alpha Draconian reptilians. So now let me get on this. Or where your evil Alpha Draconian reptilians and your Pleiadians come from. So, remember how I said when the fallen angels, went with Zeus, the fallen gods went with Zeus? Okay, well, after they went with Zeus, they start body hopping motherfuckers. So, there's an actual reptilian species that come from another star system, a whole nother galaxy. Reptilians, right? Humanoid reptilian looking people, okay? And this is what I forgot to add too. When the divine feminine energy and source told us to be fruitful and multiply, we literally created all species to be on all planets. Like, this is what I mean. Like, we created different types of species, and out of those species, we created an X chromosome and a Y chromosome, which is basically a divine feminine and a divine masculine. Everything has our genetic imprint. Okay, so with that being said, you had reptilian looking humans, and then you had Pleiadians that kind of like resemble humans, but they not humans. Okay, they skin like perfect in a bitch, like, and they kind of like real pale, and they skin just don't have like no red blemishes, like, you feel me? So if you ever see one of them, that's probably a Pleiadian. So yeah, so basically, our fallen angels, the fallen gods, start literally body hopping motherfuckers. Okay, they just start literally killing motherfuckers, taking their bodies, type shit. And since cause they were so low in frequency, so that's all they could do was body hop. So these fallen gods took on the forms of reptilians and Pleiadians, and they start going to planets and trying to conquer them and shit. Okay, so eventually the reptilians and the Pleiadians came, the Pleiadians specifically, they came to Egypt and freed the humans from Egypt and created a pact with them. Okay? So this is why when I said in the video before this one, I said you have your human being race that did 13 families. Then above that you have your shadow government. You have your shadow government, which is the reptilians and the Pleiadians, because they formed a pact when they were freed from Egypt, like a trio pact. It was the human beings, reptilians, Pleiadians. Okay, so at that point they had already. Zeus was a part of this too. So basically, Zeus is like, oh okay, oh okay, I can still use these motherfuckers. This is what I'm telling you. Zeus don't give a fuck about y'all. He's the you're his creation that he gives no fuck about. He literally just uses y'all as pawns, bro. Even the 13 families, he don't give a fuck about them. He thought they was a fucked up creation. That's why they banished them in the fucking first place. But now that he saw that they were of some use to him, he was like, all right, I can continue my plan. So boom. That's what happened, right? Because he couldn't just go to motherfucking Planet Kai and just, you feel me? No, couldn't Zeus or none of the reptilians, Pleiadian, we would have cut that shit in the bud. We would have knew it was them, and we would have fucked their ass up. We knew that the humans, look though. This is how we as Ananuki gods and goddesses, we are so kind-hearted. We were so cosmically, we have that cosmic love and understanding. Like, we had no hatred in our hearts, bro. So when these humans did come in ships from the Caucasus Mountains, we treated them like family. We felt bad. We felt sorry for them that Zeus did them like that. So this is what we did. After they came and but we didn't know that they had planned this. They had planned like a whole motherfucking backstab and attack against us. We didn't know that. But we saw them for face value and was like, man, we feel bad for their ass. So this is what we did. When they first came here, you feel me? And it took them a long time to come out the Caucasus too, because they were scared. We was fucking 50 to 100 feet tall, glowing like light bulbs, bro, different colors. They were scared as fuck. But when they did finally come out, we fucking took them in. And so this is what happened, right? We had a certain sect of us on Planet Kai, which is, they were scientists as well. We call them now the Moors. You feel me? And so the Moors were responsible for reverse engineering the human being race. Okay? Meaning like having them stand on their hind legs instead of on all fours like us. Getting rid of their tails, getting rid of all that hair they had on them, having them stand straight up, you feel me, instead of hunchback on all fours. And so basically that's what the Moors was doing. Not all of us on the planet, because we were still creating and doing shit we needed to do for the planet to build it up. But basically, like I say, it was a whole plan from the jump. So the Moors, after a certain amount of time of them reverse engineering them, the motherfucking white women became motherfucking. They became alluring. They became alluring to the Moors, okay. And with the help of Satan's elixir, alcohol, you know how this shit go. See, look, the same tactics that they use on us now, it's the same shit that they literally been doing. So think of this, right? If a motherfucking if a white family or a white motherfucker want to get a black person, a black man arrested for life or some shit for a long time, what do they usually do? throw a rape case on him, right? And how did that shit usually work? You have this sexy ass white bitch, right? Pushing up all on the nigga, right? Probably give him some drinks. They go back to the room or something. They had sex, and then all of a sudden the next day the bitch and got raped. Oh, he raped me. Okay, this is literally how they got us, right? So they had alcohol back in the day. That was an elixir that Satan created. So look, they gave us the alcohol. We drunk that shit, got fucked up, start having sex with their ass. So boom. After we started having sex with their ass and actually procreating with these motherfuckers, we started attaching to their ass like this. You feel me? It was really no separation at that point. You feel me? So at that point, boom, they got it. They got our ass. And this is where the original MK Ultra comes from. Okay? Also. So boom. The more start fucking up, that they were under this fucking spell, they started telling these white women what they didn't need to know. Cause yeah, we reverse engineered them, but we didn't tell them everything. We weren't that fucking dumb. We weren't dumb at all. I take that back. I'm sorry. We weren't stupid. So we didn't tell them the shit that we didn't need to tell them. We just gave them an alpha beta system, which is the alphabet. You know what I'm saying? We gave them basic language and shit so we could communicate with them. And that was pretty much it. We didn't really give them shit else. Okay? It was the Moors that fucking started giving them all our sacred information. All our shit of how we connect to things and how if this went out, then we'd be fucked. And literally giving them all the fucking sauce. So literally, the motherfucking white women went back to their white men, went back to their race, because at the basis of it all was all a fucking trap. So of course the motherfucking white women went back to the motherfucking their fucking race, and the Pleiadians, and the reptilians, and they start formulating. They start formulating. Boom. All of a sudden, motherfucking, because we had two sons. All of a sudden, the motherfucking our second son just got pushed out of the fucking way one day. And we was like, what the fuck? The motherfucking explosions start happening. They start blowing up our crystal pyramids and shit. We was like, whoa, what the fuck? We was fighting back with their ass. Don't get me wrong. We've been fighting with their ass ever since they fucking landed here. Ever since they attacked us. Stabbed us in the back, to be more specific. Then they was like, start cutting down the trees and shit. But you now will know it's mountains. It was like, damn, what the fuck? How do they know all this shit? Because of the fucking Moors, right? On top of all of that, they blew up our crystal pyramids. They cut up all our real trees. They motherfucking start spraying the fucking oxygen in the air because we was breathing hydrogen. They start motherfucking, bro, they start doing all type of shit, bro. Then look, on top of all the bullshit they was doing, the motherfucking Moors are under that spell, so they start attacking us too. So we at all angles with it. We fighting with our own. We fighting what the fuck they doing to us. What the fuck they doing in nature. And all this shit is making us lower in frequency, and lowering our frequency, and lowering it, and lowering it, and lowering it, and lowering it. Okay? So now let me explain to you how we got from there to where we are now. I just explained that, but I'm gonna explain to you the process of how we lowered in frequency. So we were basically at Atlanteans at first, because the planet that you know had the realm that you know as Earth is actually the realm of Atlantis. Okay? They won't even tell you that it's 9 different realms on this actual planet. They'll just tell you it's one big ass globe. That's bullshit. So the planet you know as Earth is actually one realm on the planet called Atlantis. And we are Atlanteans. Okay? So when they lowered us in frequency a little bit, we were Atlanteans, but then they broke us up a little bit and named the other half of us Lemurians. And the Lemurians are on the other side of what they want to call Antarctica. Antarctica is just a big ass fucking ice wall around our fucking rim. Okay? So what you want to call Earth is not even all of the fucking rim. It's broken off by this fucking ice wall, which they call Atlantis, which also has a whole bunch of our ancestors frozen in those ice walls. Shit get deep. So we were Atlanteans and we were Lemurians. So we're broken off. So after that, when they lowered us again, we became Egyptians. See, they want to claim that ancient Egypt was thousands of years ago and hundreds of thousands and millions of years ago. Bullshit. Ancient Egypt was literally a fucking one of our first tribes, bro. Because when we were falling in frequency, we started to not be able to connect with each other telepathically. Okay? Imagine all of us knowing what the fuck we all thinking at the same time. And we all moving as one. Billions of us moving as one person. That's how it was before they came and started lowering us the frequency. So when we lost that connection with each other, we had to start tribing. So Egypt was like one of the first tribes that we had. Then after that, they lowered us into more tribes. So we started becoming Cherokee, Suwats, Seminoles, Illinois Confederacy, Californians, all these different types of tribes, okay? That's when we really start tribing up, you feel me? And that's where all your Indian wars come from. Because remember, we are the Indians, so we were warring with the gas the whole time. But see, in their history books, they make it seem like Indians and us are two different entities. This is where art of deception comes in. So they can't beat you. They just gonna write your ass out of history, right? So this is where we start going to school and shit at, right? After all that, you can go look up. I'm not finna sit here and explain every single tribe. I'll be here all fucking day. I'm not finna sit here and explain every single war of each motherfucking tribe. That's a time it's gonna take all day. You know what I'm saying? Go look up the Seminole Wars, the Gullah Wars, the motherfucking Trail of Tears. Go look up all that shit. It was all us. When you realize that the Indians are us and you start looking up all this shit, you're gonna be like, fuck, they fucked us over so bad. So look though, we eventually went from Indians, to them tribes to black Indians. And from there, we start going from those Indians to black people, colored motherfuckers. So look, this is how that happened, right? The Emancipation Proclamation actually signed us into slavery. After the Gullah Wars, we was fucking their ass up so bad that they had President Lincoln, one of their motherfucking pawns, write the Emancipation Proclamation. And see how this was a spill was because of the fact that they made us believe that they were done fighting with us. And us being the beings, the entities that we are, loving. Okay, so we didn't even want to war with them in the beginning. We did that as defense. You feel me? Trying to defend ourselves and our planet. So when they came with us with the fake white flag, which was the Emancipation Proclamation, we were already so low in frequency. It was generations of us that was fighting. So at this point, we still knew our ancient roots, but we didn't know them like how we knew them like when they first landed. You see what I'm saying? And that's how they got us to start merging with their ass. You feel me? Start merging with their ass and started going to school with these white people and started to do all that shit because of the Emancipation Proclamation. And to be honest, at that point, we didn't know any better. We just wanted to stop warring with them. There were literally guys and goddesses that were born into this war and literally don't remember nothing past than just warring with white people, with these human beings. So all they wanted was to stop the war. We just want the war to stop. We just want peace. They not even thinking like, damn, these motherfuckers, it can't be peace because these motherfuckers came to our shit and fucked our shit up. They weren't thinking like that because, like I said, these guys and goddesses were born into the war. So, and then it was generations of this. So it basically was watered down. Our information started getting watered down. Our knowledge started getting watered down to the point where we just wanted to stop warring with their ass, man. And that's how they got us with that fake Emancipation Proclamation. It was a whole spell. And today they'll come to you in school and say the Emancipation Proclamation was when we were free from slavery. And then they'll say we were enslaved when they came and got us from Africa. And Africa is the only place that we stem from. You feel me? The art of deception is so motherfucking, it can get tricky sometimes, man. I need y'all to stay with me, though. So, after that, we basically turn into what the fuck you see today. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? After that, you know, the whole COINTELPRO Act was created. And, you know, the civil rights movement and all the way until you see right now. Niggas, bitches, thoughts, you know, players, pimps, and all that jazz, right? But basically, man, that is literally how we went from our divinity, our divine selves, to what the fuck you see today. And you probably thinking like, man, that's sad as fuck. It is sad as fuck. And we have this motherfucker, Zeus, Satan. This is the best picture I could find of a bitch ass nigga, of a bitch ass god. We have this motherfucker to thank for all this, you know? But I personally have a solution of this, okay? The solution. So, I put, what was it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I got like 9 of these slides, 9 representing completion, right? First and foremost, we need that unity and that positivity back. Remember how I was saying in the beginning how we were unified and we were all positive, no negative. That is what is needed to raise our vibration. There ain't no way around it. There's literally no way around it. There's literally no way around it. I'm going to say that 3 times because we understand the power between the 3, the 6, and the 9. Just no way. Number 2, move with no fear. There is no way that we could win if we are fearful. See, we are literally the creators of our reality. We created everything, right? So the only way that they can get us to fuck ourselves over is if they have us believe in the shit. If you believe Santa Claus is real, he gonna be in every single shopping mall come Christmas, right? If you believe the Easter Bunny is real, there's gonna be an Easter egg hunt in every single neighborhood every single year on Easter, right? If you believe in birthdays, then you're gonna get older every single year. You see how that shit work? So if we move with no fear, if we just stop believing in fear, that's literally the key. They don't want us to be fearless because if we are fearless, it's endgame for their ass. Okay? Number 3, completely disconnect with the matrix and go back to living in nature. This is currently where I'm trying to be. You feel me? I didn't completely, and take it from me. I'm not just going to tell you no shit and I ain't did it. You feel me? I quit my whole job. I said, fuck it, a fucking apartment, fuck somewhere to stay. Boy, I live in my motherfucking car right now. Not because I couldn't get no job, just because I didn't want to no more. I could have went to court, you feel me, and kept working at my bullshit job. And motherfucker, I said, no, fuck that. I'm quitting my job. I'm not going to court. So now I got a warrant for my arrest, but I don't have no fear, though. That's why ain't shit happened to me, because I don't fear that shit. That shit is not in my reality. Fuck that warrant. That warrant is literally don't mean shit to me. Because I'm a sovereign being and I know that. Okay? So, I'm in my car right now. I got seeds out the ass. I don't even really want to really eat no more. I'm really trying to get on some breatharian shit. But You know, this is really for the tribe, you feel me? But I got seeds out the ass, boy. Look at shit. Let me just show y'all just a little bit. I don't know if y'all see that. I got seeds out the ass, boy. I don't know if y'all see that, but I got seeds out the ass. So when I go back in nature, we gonna be straight on the food side. You feel me? Get to learning how to build back up like we used to, how to build our own shit, how to build our houses, how to build get our own food, how to get, you feel me? We have to completely disconnect and go back to living in nature. That's the only way. Okay? You have to meditate in nature. You have to be together in nature. Build in nature. All that. Number 4, get back to meditation. Meditation is so essential because it's literally like the basis, the foundation of connecting or disconnecting from the matrix. Because when you clear your mind, you're clearing all this shit out of your psyche, out of your subconscious. You feel me? And you know, it's a powerful thing. And not only that, you are literally connecting back to source. When you close your eyes, what do you see? Pure darkness, right? And what is motherfucking source? Pure dark matter energy. So you're connecting back with source. So that's why it's so essential. It's the most powerful thing. Okay? You tapping back in with your ancestors. Yes, your cosmic beings of good, your spirit guides, all that. And it's essential that you do this at least 3 times a day. You feel me? If you can't do it every single day for 3 times a day, hey, it happens to the best of us, you feel me? But 3 times a day. Because I don't even do that all the time. I'm just keep it a buck with you. We still growing over here, you feel me? We still growing. Okay? But at least 3 times a day. Number 5, this is my personal favorite. Be ready for war and stop waiting for something or someone to save you. Like I said earlier in my previous, one of my previous parts, man, if you was waiting on somebody or something to come and save you, you might as well just go back to being a fucking Christian. Because you are not going to be useful in this motherfucker war. Okay? Shout out, like I said, shout out to the Nerubians. Shout out to the Galactic Confederation. Shout out to all of our cosmic forces of good that are on this motherfucker right now, tearing shit up for us. Shout out to the sun. Shout out to Mother Kai for cleansing itself to get rid of these parasitical invaders. But we can't just sit here and do nothing. We are the guardians of the galaxy. We are the motherfucking guardians. We are the spiritual assassins. Okay? So, in some way, shape, or form, you have to war. You're gonna have to. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It ain't no, oh, I'ma just wait till Planet Kai do her job or until the Galactic Confederation come and get rid of it. No, it ain't none of that. Get that fucking silly ass, goofy ass shit out of here. I don't want to hear it. And a lot of and all the real, they ain't gonna want to hear that shit neither. We gonna kick your ass to the curb, boy. That's just a fact. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. We'll see your ass next time. Okay? Number 6. Kill the ego, aka the false sense of self. We know that this is a false sense of self. We know that Zeus created this shit. Okay? So that's literally just self-explanatory. You feel me? Kill that motherfucker. Get that motherfucker up out of here. That's the only way that we gonna get to that pure cosmic love again. You know what I'm saying? That positivity with no negativity that I was explaining how we was while we were rising so high in the 33rd dimension. Where they first got here. That's how we gonna be able to that's part of how we gonna be able to start growing to that height again and glowing like so translucent like that. That's how. Okay? While we're in this ego, we're gonna have to balance it out. But it's eventually gonna come to a point where that shit gonna have to go completely. it's gonna have to. It ain't no no motherfucking if, ands, or buts about it. So if you love your ego and you just don't feel like you could ever get a hold of it, or get control of it, or kill it completely, we'll see your ass next time. You feel me? We gonna see your ass next time. We not arguing with motherfuckers. And we not, you feel me? Truth is the truth. You don't like it, you feel me? We'll see your ass next time. You ain't gonna make it. Number 7. Teach and focus on our future generations. This, of course, comes with gaining the knowledge first, of course. But when we have the knowledge, we have to fucking push it into our future generations. If you have a baby, or if you have a fucking infant, a kid, somebody in elementary, somebody in middle school, get on their ass right now, man. Right motherfucking now, bro. It ain't no motherfucking reason why you shouldn't be. That's literally one of the keys as well. That's why it's on here. Because, to keep it a buck, bro, the adults nowadays, and even me, bro, I'm 20 years old. You feel me? I'm not all the way stuck in my ways, but it's like we've already been fucked with as young adults and as older adults and as elders. We've already been tampered with. We've already been breathing in this fuck ass oxygen. We've already been programmed by these schools. They've already fucked us over. So now we're having to unlearn and relearn everything. Our babies, when they come out, they shouldn't have to do that, because if we have the knowledge, they shouldn't have to unlearn shit. All they have to do is basically learn or remember, because you have some new souls that have just been incepted, and then you have ancient souls that motherfucking have to remember what they are here to do. Okay? So that's very important, to teach and focus on our future generations. Basically the youth. Okay? That's so important. Number 8. We have to tap back into our magic. When I say get ready for war, I'm not just saying, nigga, let's just go out with motherfucking guns just to start clapping at it. No, that's not how it's gonna be. That's not how it's gonna be at all. Okay? It could probably start off like that, but for us to fully get our planet back, no, it's just not gonna work. It's not gonna work, bro. They got weaponry out the motherfucking ass. They gonna outmatch us. You feel me? They are the ones who took our motherfucking carbon and made these fucking weapons. They have control over that shit. So, what do? I'm gonna give you an example. Go look up the Haitian Revolution. They literally fucked the motherfucking human beings up with pure fucking magic. They was going, bro, they couldn't even pull up. They couldn't even pull up on us, man. They couldn't even pull up on the Haitians, boy. They was getting their ass turned into dust, ashes. They was getting their motherfucking faces melted off. No bullshit. No bullshit. You feel me? Motherfuckers was just instantly dying, bro. They was like, bro, what the fuck? And that was because not only was we tapped in with our magic, we was calling on primordial energies. You feel me? Or what they want to call, or what people want to call Orishas. We channel the energy of Ogun, or fucking warrior spirit. Don't play no games. You see what I'm saying? And with the help of him and us tapping into that magic, we fucked their ass up. And that's what they don't want to tell you about the Haitian Revolution. But that's what they don't want to tell you about magic too. They teach you that magic is fake, for one. And if it is real, it's fucking evil. They teach you that voodoo is bad. When really voodoo is what the fuck they created. That's like a whitewashed version of hoodoo. Okay? And they teach you that magic is fake, but no, magic is all around you. The planet is an electromagnetic realm, or an electromagnetic field, and we are electromagnetic beings. So if we tap into it, this should literally be like, it'd be easy for us. Once we get back into it and remember how to do it, oh, that shit easy as fuck. See, it's hard for them. That's why they have to do all type of fucked up sacrifices and shit. And they can't do it without being in their, Star of David, as they like to call it. Even though that's our shit too. They can't do magic without being inside that circle and that star, or else they gonna get fucked up. Okay? So, tapping back in magic is fucking essential as well. And number 9, last but not least, we have to stop Zeus/Satan once and for all. So what I mean by that is, man, when we actually get the fucking planet back, and it's all said and done, and we go to Cosmic Court, we gotta make sure, boy, that motherfucker is never seen from or heard from again, boy. Because we see what happened the last time we went to Cosmic Court. They just let that motherfucker do whatever the fuck he wanted to do. It ain't going down like that this time, boy. Zeus is not going down like that this time. Your ass will be eradicated. Your soul will be eradicated. There will be no more Zeus after this. I promise you that. I promise you that. If Source, for some reason, still didn't want to listen, boy, I take it upon my own fucking self to make sure your ass is gone forever and forever. Forever. There'll be no more Zeus, boy. I'm not fucking playing. And they can do whatever the fuck they want to do to my soul after that. But we gonna make sure your ass is gone for good this time. You will never, ever, ever do this shit ever again. Because I know that your ass is not gonna stop until you get what you want, or until your ass is fully eradicated. Taken out of reality as a whole. So, after this war, Zeus, you will be no more, and thus it shall be, and thus it shall be, and thus it shall be. And with that being said, family, now we rise. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Like I said, I hope y'all really take heed to what I'm saying, bro. I just really gave y'all, like, the cosmic sauce. Like, I feel like I just really gave motherfuckers the blueprint for real. Not trying to be narcissistic or anything, but I'm just being honest. I feel like taking these steps is how we're gonna rise. So, yeah. With that being said, Cosmic Family, I love y'all. I thank y'all for being in this presentation and sticking through this presentation with me, even though it took a couple of days, a couple of weeks actually. I love and salute the divinity within all of you, my goddesses, my gods, and also my high vibrational human beings. I love y'all, man. Look, I'm signing out. I come as I leave as I come. I am that I am. And what I'm not, I will never be. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe.